Hi everybody and welcome to today's class. It's me, Mike, once again here at my home studio, Maya Yoga Wales, UK. Hope everybody's doing well. If you'd like to do all those little things that you need to do, subscribe, join my very, very young YouTube channel, so please bear with me. Any comments, positive, developmental, that are always welcome. Of course, you can just drop me some messages in the comments. This is my third Mandala class in my elemental series, so if you would like to know a little bit more about it, then I'll put a little link in the description to my own Mandala teacher, Dulce, and she explains a little bit more about the methodology, and of course I'll put in some links to the two previous classes as well. But if you've been with me for the last two sessions, you know the flow now. But today's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing my most difficult anatomically. So we're going to be doing an Air Mandala today, which is all about opening up the heart, relating to the heart chakra and Anahata, so back bends. So my spine isn't the most flexible. Yes, I can do maybe some postures that maybe somebody would actually deem very advanced. But certainly I know within my body it takes a long time to really warm up and to feel comfortable in back bends. Also, as a young gymnast, I badly injured my left wrist, and anything where I have to then drop my head back, particularly from standing, I can't drop back into wheel. It completely freaks me out. And I'm not there yet, but hopefully in the future I can regain some confidence. And for a lot of us, confidence, and particularly as we age, we lose a little bit, and then we get a little bit fearful of moving the body in unique and different creative ways, and that's when we can sometimes get a little bit too rigid. So we're going to embrace the fear today and just allow ourselves to open up that heart space and get that spine moving. There's nothing wrong with spinal extension, obviously arch in the back extension and spinal flexion. Neither are better than the other. Our bodies are designed to be able to move completely freely, but we just need to make sure that our body is safe. So whenever we are opening up, so really lifting the rib cage all the way up, pulling the ribs away from the hips, not too much of a lower arch back bend, which is where our back bends are most accessible, but sometimes we can rely on that too much and then get a little bit of lower back compression, which we don't want. So we're trying to get as much of a smooth back bend as we can, deeply engaging, that's the one, the core muscles to keep us nice and happy. So a little bit different today. We're not going to spend as deeply and meaningfully within our yin practice today. I would like to do a little bit more what I just call drills, which I often teach in some of my real life classes, and things that I like to do for my own body that just help me open up my shoulders a little bit more, opening up particularly the upper back as well as the lower back to get into that back bend in space. So for today's class, ideally you will need 2 blocks or hardcover back books of a similar size. You just might want to put like a little light towel or an extra jumper on top so they're not too hard. If you have a strap, they are always useful, and we might not do it within the session, but I will show you. I won't teach you exactly how to do it, but this is something I like to do in one of my drills. But 1 pair of socks, even if you're quite familiar with it, if you recognize it, this little drill that we'll do. But if not, absolutely no worry, and I will just show you, and then maybe I can do a little private video alongside this, which will then show you on what I'm actually doing exactly with my body with the socks. So join me on the mat and let's get started. So here we go, grab your mats, and we're going to start today in supported fish. So grab your 2 blocks and let's start to lay in either Shavasana or constructive rest to begin with, and then placing your first block, either the low end or the medium end, underneath your shoulder blades, Might take a little bit of a wiggle to find until you feel nice and comfy. And then keep pulling in the belly gently, but really allow it to also stretch. So you're really arcing up and over the block, so letting the belly stretch, lifting the ribs away from the hips. And then I find this personally well for myself. I produce a little bit of saliva sometimes, a bit too much when my head is completely dropped back, which can make it difficult to breathe. So I like to then use the second block just to support my head. But if you're happy with your neck completely free, you're more than welcome. But to give it a bit of extra support, use the block and then either plant your feet firmly into the mat, similar to your constructive rest, or let the legs out in front. And let's just spend just a couple of minutes here just to ease our way into the body as we always do with that body scan. Close the eyes and start to tune into your body. So we touched upon small qualities of air within our water practice, both mirror opposites of each other. So within today's practice, the element of air, element of freedom, guidance, thought, but also deeply feeling but not outwardly showing. So let's see if we can allow ourselves to really open the heart today and let the feelings come through. Welcome the vulnerability that might come, as back bends can sometimes create that vulnerable feeling, but also at the same time creates a beautiful sensation of openness, awareness, and just, for me particularly, just makes me feel alive. So take your time here. Relax. With the support of the blocks, really allow the natural arch of the lower back to be slightly exaggerated. So just make sure that you keep the belly gently nipping in nice and tight towards the spine, but at the same time, allow it to deeply stretch. Feeling the backs of the ribs spread against the block. Your weight supported if you're using a second one. 4 breaths. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Nice and slow. Firmly plant the hands down by your side. If the legs are outstretched, draw them in nice and slowly, flattening the feet. Heels not super close to the bum. So a comfortable space. And we're going to isolate the upper back first. So keeping the pelvis on the floor, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, chin to the chest, shortening the belly slightly. So just engage in the upper back. And then all the way back down. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale, pushing your back into the block, lifting yourself up. And then all the way down. Once more. Inhale, chin to the chest. The upper portion of the abs are slowly contracting in to lift us up. And then, once again, all the way down. This time, isolating the lower back. Deep breath in. As you exhale, pubic bone, belly button come closer together. Gently squeeze the glutes, pushing into the mat. Just lift the pelvis off, keeping in line with the height of your block, so not too high. And then Re-arch. Let it go. Twice more. Exhale. And lower down. Once more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it there. And exhale down. Just once, both together. Inhale. Exhale, seeing if we can do them at the same time. Shorten in the belly this time. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bum down first, then the head. Take one more breath in stillness. Exhale. Nice and slowly, wiggle your elbows closer towards your head, chin to chest, and then just lean over to one side, just so you can ease your way off the first block. And then just move them to the fronts of the mat. We'll come to those a little bit later. And then let's just enter a very short moment of yin. So we're going to come to a reclined hero or Supta Virasana. Just check my timer. So we're going to stay here for about 2 minutes, just a nice short one today. So either take in 1 minute in the asymmetrical version or 2 minutes in the symmetrical version. So tucking the heels by the feet, outside hips, centering the sitting bones all the way down, knees nice and tight together or a little bit further apart if there's any strain. Again, you're more than welcome to sit on a block if you can't get the sitting bones all the way down. Let's start to wiggle our way, whether it's on the hands, onto the forearms, or flush to the floor. Asymmetrical version, just let one leg straight out in front. And we're just going to do it for a short minute today, as I want to do some more active drills, just because it works a little bit better for my back in a shorter class. So, here we go. Checking my timer, wiggling you in. 2 minutes. Here we go. So again, the element of air, opening the anterior side primarily of the body. Opening up the hip flexors, the quads, which will aid us when we arc up and back into the back bend. But we'll also work the posterior side today to keep the strength. And just soften completely here. Absolutely melt into the floor. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. 1 minute is up. So if you've taken any asymmetrical version, change slowly to the other side. Maybe go a little bit deeper. If you're completely flush to the floor, stay there. Maybe even adding an extra heart opener, arms above the head. Gently increasing the arch of the back maybe. And just melt down. Setting an intention for your practice to be willing, to be open, to lift your heart. Element of air. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a deep breath out. Nice and slowly guide yourself all the way back up to a tabletop. So taking your time, ease your way up out of your hero. Come forward into tabletop. Shoulders stack over the wrists and just gently tap the feet for a moment just to wake them up. And then start to wiggle your pelvis side to side, finding your little disco cat. just to start to free up the spine a little bit, move it in a cow and a cat place. So arching and curving the back a little bit more fluidly in a circular motion. Any which way that makes your body feel good. We want the body to feel good in a back bend. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Couple of rounds, cat and cow, puppy pose. Starting nice and neutral, belly's nice and tight. Inhale, tip the belly, arch the back, pull your heart forward, cow. Exhale, slowly round the lower back, mid back, upper back. Broaden the shoulders, squeeze the belly. 3 more. Inhale into the cow. Exhale, draw yourself up into cat. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen the head, lengthen the arms, ready for Anahatasana, puppy pose. Bum stays nice and high, draw the chest down, forehead to the floor, or keep the chin up. If your shoulders are a little bit tight, just widen the arms. 4 breaths. Opening the shoulders right up into the armpits. It's a nice one for gently mobilizing the thoracic spine. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Nice and slow. Plant the hands firmly into the mat. Slowly round the back, coming into an extended cat. And then pad the hands in. 1 and 2. Guide the blocks in, just for a little drill that I like to do. Place them on the lowest edge. Just take my shirt off. Throw it away. And let's count. So again, we're going to be moving through kind of a cat and a cow place with a puppy in between. So take a breath in. Think like puppy. Exhale, pull yourself down towards the floor, elbows tight, chin down. Long inhale, snake to an up dog. Pull yourself forward and then push. Supported up dog, really puff that chest forward, squeeze the bum. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, push yourself back, almost to child's pose. Exhaling into a cat. And then just lengthen out. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale. Pull yourself down. Inhale, guide the hips through, lifting up to up dog. All the way back down. Exhale. Inhale, lead with the pelvis, push yourself back. Exhaling into a cat. And then lengthen out. Inhale. Exhale. So allowing the arch of the back, the swoop of the chest. Elbows, if they wing out, try and draw them in a little bit. Inhale, pull yourself through. Exhale, back down. Inhale, push back. Exhale, round. And breath. Once more. Inhale. Pull yourself down. Inhale, pull through. Exhale, soften. Inhale, go back. Exhale, cat. Nice. And then just move the blocks once again to the side. Maybe have a quick little wiggle. Hopefully that just allows the spine to exaggerate both the arch and the curve. It's a drill that really works for my body in particular. Let's take it a step further. I'm going to face the front for this one. So keeping your hips nice and stacked. Slowly, inhale, guide the right arm all the way forward. Exhale, laterally out to the side. Internally, rotate the shoulder as you inhale. Bend the elbow as you exhale, guiding it to the lower back. Maybe starting to wiggle it up towards the shoulder blades. Reverse. All the way back out. Externally rotate. Inhale. Pull it in and take a moment to round. We're going to do it twice more. Inhale out forward. Exhale out to the side. Left hand is working to keep us supported. Internally rotate the shoulder. Flex the elbow just to the lower back. Gently press it or try and wiggle it up towards the shoulder blades. Trying to draw all the way up. Guide it out to the side. Externally rotate. Guide it in and forward. Pull it in, round the back. Once more, you can do it seated. Inhale, arm. Exhale, out. Internally rotate the shoulder. Flex the elbow. Press it gently against the back or wiggle it up between the shoulder blades. Guide it back. Externally rotate all the way through. Pull it in, maybe then round the back. Coming back to neutral. Let's take it on the other side before tiger. Again, left arm. Inhale it out. Nice and slowly. Exhale it out to the side. Hips are level. Internally rotate the shoulder. Flex the elbow. Press it gently on the lower back or seeing if you can slide it up towards the hands. Nice big tricep stretch. All the way back out. Exhale, open. Inhale, forward. Exhale, take a moment to round. And back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, internal. Exhale, guide it all the way up. All the way out. Exhale, externally rotate. Inhale, forward. Exhale, take a moment, pull it in. Once more, again, you can do it seated if you wish. Inhale. Exhale. Internally rotate the shoulder. Bend the elbow, press it against the lower back, or seeing if you can draw it up. All the way out. Externally rotate. Guide it forward. Pull it in. Concave the belly, round the back. And then we'll all come back to tabletop. One more cow and cat. Inhale. And exhale. Let's turn it to tiger. Tuck the right toes, send them back. Take a little moment. Gentle stretch for your wrist extensors and calf. And then stack the weight on the hands underneath knee. Squeeze the bum, lift the leg. Once, inhale, pull the knee in towards your chest, round the back. Exhale, open up the leg, arch the back. Squeeze the heel in towards the hamstring to squeeze the heel in towards the bum to get the hamstring active. Left arm, big inhale, drive it up. Pushing into the underneath arm, open the shoulder if you find the foot. Actively then, kick the foot into the hands for tiger. Open the chest. You can always use a strap if you can't find it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Back down. Other side. Left leg back. Tuck the toes. Little shifts. So we're enjoying these little drills today. So a little bit different to our normal mandala flows that we've done so far, where we move straight into the mandala after some yin. As particularly for me, this is my weakest anatomical area, so I like to spend a little bit more time. Here we go. Lift that leg. Bum is nice and squeezed to engage the belly. One round. Inhale. Exhale. Really lift the foot to the knee, opening the thigh. You can even stay here, Or reach the right arm forward. Nice big breath in. Maybe find the foot. If you do, actively push the foot, kick it into the hand to help open the chest. How much can you lift? Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Guide it down. Last round, cat and cow. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and slowly, just guide the weight back towards your bum. Easy pose. Take a moment, take a drink. If you need to, pause the video if you need to get one. And then, once again, final time, grab your blocks. This time, we're going to place them one on top of the other. And again, if you don't have your blocks, see if you can get some books and just cover them around. If you don't have any of those items, then you can just lay on the floor. It'll just be a little bit harder, as the blocks are just going to aid us to get a little bit higher in our locust and bow practice. So, this is a drill I really enjoy. I admit it takes a while to feel comfy, but it's good. So, guide your belly on top of your blocks. Just be careful of the hip crests, so that you don't want the hip bones themselves to dig in. It takes a while to find the comfort of the flesh of the belly on top. And then squeeze the bum to keep that lower back nice and happy. The belly is still engaged, but at the same time, get used to it softening on top of the blocks when we can. So, let's work our way into more of the upward portion of locust practice. So, let's start with the hands. Take spider fingers. Take a nice big breath in. Lift the chest. Exhale. So we're using the support of the block just to lift ourselves a little bit higher. Exhale. So this does work a little bit more on the lower back, but we're going to also try and pull the chest through to take the curve a little bit more smoothly into the upper back. Exhale. Stay here, or if you feel you want to go a little bit deeper, hands a little bit wider but a little bit closer. Pull the chest forward. Exhale, soften, but keep the belly active. Hold it there. So we're going to do this twice. Either stay here or hands off, so you will shift forward slightly, unless you have a super strong back. But drive your fingers towards, really use the support of the block, but keep your belly active, keep the lower back lifting up as much as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, with a smile, 3, 2, 1, soften, back over slowly, round the back, let the belly melt. We're going to do that one more time. Here we go, prepping your hands out in front, spider fingers. Maybe adjust the belly on top if you need to. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften down. Keep thinking of pulling the chest forward. Rather than pushing too much, try and think of pulling. So the same for up dog and cobra, try and pull the heart forward. Here we go. Either stay here with the support or take one hand off, second hand off. 10, 9, 8. Keep squeezing the belly, squeezing the bum. Lift the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly. Take your time, let the spine come back round. You may kind of feel like a widening sensation. That's what I describe it as in my own body, like a widening of the vertebra as they open in the opposite direction as we flex the spine. Keep that belly nice and tight. Here we go. Once again, use the support of the hands. Change the place of the belly if you need to. Lift yourself up. So working into a supported version of bow, Dhanurasana. If that doesn't work for you, you can stay here. You can take the asymmetrical version. We're going to do it twice. So holding it once, you're holding the ankle or the arch of the foot on the outside or the inside. See what you prefer. Me personally, I prefer the inside, as it really helps me to squeeze the shoulder blades together and keep the chest nice and open. And even the ankles is a nice one as well, because I feel a bit sturdier there. So we're going to do it twice, or take your asymmetrical option once each side today, or stay and keep pulling the chest forward. Squeeze the bum, squeeze the belly. Otherwise, contract the hamstrings, pull the heels in, reach for the ankles. You can use your straps as well if you wish, if you can't quite get there yet with your own strength. Choosing your option, I think I'll choose the ankles first. Big breath in. Actively kick the feet back, squeeze the shoulder blades, hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly with control, 1, release. Take a moment. Ooh, round back over. Let's take it one more time. Asymmetrical option, other one. Stay in the supported version with just the hands, or one more time, supported bow. Here we go. Slowly lift the sounds, contract on the hamstrings to pull the heels in towards the bum nice and firmly, finding the feet. I'm going to take the feet this time. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, start to lift yourself up. Really push the feet. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the chest as much as you can. Squeeze the bum and the belly. 10, 9, 8, 7. Be vulnerable. Let yourself feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly with control. Release. So take your time, remove yourself from the blocks and really take your time. Take a little moment in child's pose. And then I'm not going to teach this within this class, but I will just briefly show you an option that you can do with socks, which just helps get up into the armpits and the shoulders a little bit more, which is something I like to do in my flipped grip practice. So you'd be pulling yourself into bow and then grabbing some socks, guiding them on the underneath of the feet, pulling on them, as I can't do this yet completely with my double hands just yet, so props are your friends. It's something I really like to do. So again, similar feet into bow, you're kind of like pulling the feet and then pull them in, keep the elbows, wing them into the sides of the ribs. Big breaths as you reach up, and then don't collapse forward. Kick the feet back. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then nice and slowly, I like to go wide. Slowly with control, release. Down. Again, so we're not going to do that today, but it is a nice drill if you are familiar with it. Otherwise, I'd stay clear of it, as it can get very intense very quick. So again, let's spend just a couple of more moments in a child's pose. Take your time to find the opposite. So spinal flexion. Let the spine, woo, there we go. Deep breaths in. And a deep breath out. Twice more. Exhale. Let's inhale up to table. Exhale, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, downward, facing dog. Have a wiggle when you get there. Free up the pelvis, again, belly's nice and tight, feet as wide as the hips, small little anterior pelvic tilt to lift the bum, Keep pulling on the belly, and as always, try not to over-compress the chest. Elevate the shoulders towards the ears. 4 spinal waves before we begin our mandala flow. Inhale, rolling through the back. Come forward into your high plank. Exhale, softening the knees, re-arch the back. Pulling everything in and back. Downward dog. 3 more. Inhale. You can drop to the knees if you need to. Exhale, then repress. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Take 4 moments, 4 breaths in a still downward facing dog. Remembering you can bend your knees as much as you need to. If the lower back starts to round, bend the knees, tip the belly, lift the bum. If the chest dips down, try and lift it back up. One more breath. Exhale. Mandala 1. Inhale the right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog, open the hip. Exhale, bend the knee, heel to the bum. Continue to open up as much as you can. Hold it there. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the leg, looking at your hands. Exhale, sweep it through to the low lunge. Plant the foot down, slowly drop the back knee. Inhale the arms up. Cactus lunge, open the arms, broaden the chest, slightly arch the lower back, lift the heart up. Inhale all the way. Interlace the fingers, pull the belly in, round the back, and push. Deep feeling on the psoas, the hip flexors, the quads. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, pressing up, reopen into warrior 2. So adjusting the feet. Inhale, flip the front palm, lean forward. Exhale, reverse the warrior. And then kind of like a mini cartwheel. Take a breath in. Exhale, right arm sweeps down, left arm sweeps forward, but then pull yourself back to square the hips to the back of the mat. Drop the right knee. Big breath, sweep both arms behind you. And then sweep them forward. Exhale, find the chaturanga. Bend the knees if you need to. Cobra or up dog. Pull the hips, chest proud. Squeeze the bum. Exhale, up and over. Downward facing dog. Right side again. Inhale, 3-legged dog, opening up the hip. Exhale, keep it open, bend the knee. Full breath. Inhale, straighten, look at the hands. Sweep it through, plant it slowly down, drop the back knee, low lunge. Big breath in, arms up to the sky. Slowly push yourself open, really lift the sternum, arch the lower back. Keep the belly nice and tight. Inhale, pull the belly and the hips back in. Interlace the fingers, round the back and hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, straighten the back leg, adjusting the feet, open the hips. Warrior 2. Just be mindful of that front knee. Inhale, reverse the warrior. All the way up. Exhale. Hold it here. Funky little cartwheel. Right arm comes over, left arm comes over, but then pull yourself back to the front of the mat, drop the knee. Big breath in. And exhale, find a chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Left side, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, open the hip. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale to the low lunge. Squeeze the bum in the belly. Inhale, arms up. Cactus lunge. Open the chest. Inhale, up and back. Tuck the belly in, round the back. Hold. Inhale, back up. Push the floor away, open the feet. Warrior two. Remember, heel in line with the back arch makes it a little bit easier than heel to heel. Inhale, reverse the warrior. All the way up and back. Exhale. Inhale. Funky little cartwheel, left arm over, right arm over, but then pull yourself, curve the back around, soften the back knee. Double arm sweep, big breath in. Exhale, drive that leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Or maybe it's still cobra. Bend the elbows. All the way up and back. Downward dog. One more time. Inhale, left. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stay. Exhale, stay. Inhale, straighten and look. Sweep it through as you exhale. Slowly drop the knee. Big breath in, low lunge. Cactus. Exhale. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale, interlace the fingers round the back and push. Inhale. Push the floor away, open the hips and feet. Warrior two. Reverse. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lift the ribs away from the hips as you exhale to the reverse. Cartwheel, left hand, right hand, but then round the back and pull back to the front. Drop the knees. Double arm sweep. Inhale. Exhale. Find a chaturanga again. Drop those knees if you need to. Cobra or up dog. Big breath in. Exhale back. Downward dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Or drop down into the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Hands to your back pockets. Squeeze the elbows and the shoulders. Supported Ustrasana camel. Hips gently move forward, but focus on the sternum reaching up. Forward and up, rather than just going directly back. Hold it here. 3 breaths. Squeeze the bum and the belly if you're with me. Exhale. Big breath in. Slowly. Exhale, coming out of the camel. Keep the arch if you can. Spinal wave from down dog. We'll join them. Inhale. Everybody back. Downward facing dog. Let's close the mandala. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or lightly hop. Halfway lift. Inhale. Take an easy forward fold. Exhale. Arching through the back as you lift up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands, heart center. 1 hand to belly, 1 hand to chest. Close the eyes. Just for 2 breaths today. Let's keep the momentum going for Mandala 2. 1 more breath. Exhale, open the eyes, drop the arms. Join me in a big swing. Take a breath in, dive forward with the arms round the back. Exhale, open. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale, dive. Open the chest. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, jump back, step back. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, up dog or cobra. Exhale back. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Right side mandala 2, inhale. Open the hip as you exhale. Wild thing. Inhale, right hand comes off the floor, let the foot find the floor. Exhale as you slowly come down. Take a breath in. Drive the hips up as you exhale. Reach the hand to the sky or all the way above the head. Hold it here. Exhale. Inhale. Plant the hands back where it came from. Three-legged dog. As you exhale. Inhale to the hands. Exhale to the low lunge. Once again, drop the knee. Back to the flow. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Let's add our pulsations. Nice and slowly. Inhale, internally rotate both shoulders. Dive forward. Reopen cactus. Twice more. Go wide. Internally rotate and then sweep. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, interlace the fingers, round the back. We're back to the flow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Push the floor away, open the hips, adjust the feet, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Inhale. Funky cartwheel. Right arm, left arm, but then you pull the space in. Drop the right knee. Big reach of the arms up, inhale. This time, as you exhale, right arm internally rotates. Guide it round for the bind. Left arm behind. Find the fingers. 3 breaths. Hold. If you can't find the fingers, keep working or use your straps. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lift the sternum up. Squeeze the bum and the belly. Once more. Exhale. Slowly release the bind or the strap. Inhale up. Exhale, nice and slowly find your chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Right side again. Inhale up. Exhale, open the hip. I'm just going to come forward before I hit my fireplace. Wild thing. Inhale. Open it up. Find the floor. Drop down. Exhale. I like to take time here. Inhale. Prepare. Exhale all the way up and then hold. Keep this underneath shoulder nice and open so we don't want it to be internally. Open it up. Exhale. Replant the hand. 3-legged dog. I'm going to return to my mat. Inhale to the hands. Exhale to the low lunge, drop the knee. Low lunge, inhale. Cactus lunge, exhale. 3 pulses. Internally rotate the shoulder around the back. Throw it forward. Draw them back down. Squeeze the blades. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Back to the flow. Inhale up. Belly in, pelvis under, round the back and hold. Inhale, back up. Lifting up and out. Warrior 2. Let's reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Funky cartwheel. Exhale up and over, round the back of the belly, in. Drop that right knee. Big sweep. Exhale, left hand, right arm, internally rotates again. Find the bind. Or again, use your straps if you can't quite have it there. Twice more. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Slowly release. Inhale. Slowly to the chaturanga. Exhale it back. Upward dog. Inhale. Exhale up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful work, everybody. Left side. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, open the hip. Nice slow wild thing. Inhale up and over to the floor. Exhale, soften down. Nice big wide hips. Big breath in. Squeeze the bum, pushing into the underneath arm. Lift the hips and the heart up. Arm to the sky or reach above the head. Inhale. Back to three-legged dog. Plant the hand back. All the way up. Inhale to the hands. Sweep it through. Drop that left knee. Low lunge. Cactus. 3 pulses. Internally rotate, throw the shoulders. Exhale down. Squeeze that bum and that belly. Twice more. Enjoy the throw. A big one. Slow exhale. Back to the flow. Exhale round. Hold it here. Inhale up. Push the floor away, reaching up, adjust the feet and the hips. Warrior 2. Let's reverse. Exhale, lift the ribs away from the hips. Inhale. Cartwheel, left hand, right arm this time. Pull yourself to the back. Again, softly drop that big knee, that left knee. Both arms up. This time, right arm behind, left arm out. Find the internal rotation. It helps guide the hand behind. Maybe get the bind. Maybe have the strap ready. Lift that chest. 3 breaths. Squeeze the bum, squeeze the belly. Once more. Inhale, slowly release to the sky. Nice and control as you exhale. Find the plank into the chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale it back. Downward facing dog. One more time, the Mandala 2 is complete. Inhale, here we go. Exhale, open the hip. Slow wild thing. Inhale, take your time to find the foot off the mat. Replant the bum. Compose, inhale. Drive it up, squeeze the bum, push the feet, arm to the ceiling or way above the head. Remember, open the underneath shoulder. Exhale. Big breath in. Find your 3-legged dog. Plant the hand, lift the leg. Sweep it through to the exhale. And your low lunge. Drop the knee. Big breath in. Cactus. Exhale. 3 pulses. Here we go. Round the back internally, rotate the shoulders and throw. We know the flow now. Exhale. Twice more. Once more. Inhale. Round the back. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior two. Reverse. Cartwheel to the front of the mat. Left. Double arm throw. Right arm down. Internally rotate. Find the bind. Use your straps if you have them. Lift the chest. Shine your sternum as high to the sky as you can for the 3. Breathe. Be vulnerable. Be open. With a smile. Once more. With control. Inhale. Release. Exhale. Find a chaturanga. Again, option always. Bend the knees. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Once again, stay in down dog. Take your camel, supported, or a little bit harder this time, hands to the heart center, as I have hair in my mouth. And again, squeezing the bum, push the hips gently forward, but really focus on the lift of the ribs and the sternum up as we go forward and back, rather than just back, as that will compress too much. Here we go. Take a breath in. Exhale, and then let's hold. Stay in down dog if you choose. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the ribs. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come up if you're in camel with me. Inhale. Maybe drop to a child's pose in down dog. Come with me. Camel, let the spine adjust. Let's all then join each other in a down dog through our ripples. Plant the weight forward. Let's take a little spinal wave. And then we'll all settle in a downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look to the top of the mat, bend the knees. Exhale, jump, or simply just step the feet in. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Arch up through the spine, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands, heart center. Belly's pulled in, hand to belly, hand to heart. Close the eyes. Mandala 2 is done. 2 breaths. Feel your heart underneath the hand. Let it go. Exhale. Nice. Nice little short standing series, short into the seated. So let's take an arched version of Utkatasana. Having your hands down by the sides, feet underneath the hips. Let's start to squat down, bum back, spider fingers on tops of your thighs, weight into the heels, arch the back, squeeze the shoulder blades, puff the chest forward, but keep the belly pulling in even though it's stretching. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more, 3 breaths in total. This time, inhale, arms up. Cactus the arms back. Exhale. Now stay here. We're going to send the right leg back. Send the weight into the left leg. Think like tiger, so keep the leg bent. Knee nice and high, foot back. So a funky variation of dancer. Hold it here. Exhale. One more. Exhale slowly, plant it down. Keep the arch at the back. Shift it to the other side. Left leg back. So really lift the thigh, the foot, and then keep the arch at the back. You can always use a wall if you need to. Hold it here twice. Big breath in. Plant it back to the chair. Exhale. Slowly push the floor away, stand up, realign the spine to neutral. Exhale, very slowly, roll down. All the way down. Take your time. So a roll down is very different to a forward fold, so it's a bit more tense on the back, so take your time. Ooh. And then open the feet. Let's come to Malasana Yogi Squat. Go as low as you can comfortably go. One more breath. Exhale, push the floor away, stand nice and tall. Natarajasana, dancer's pose. So you'll have your options to keep, obviously, of course, the hips nice and square, knee pulled in. Find the outside or the inside of the foot. I prefer the inside when I take the foot. Or again, you can hold the ankle, drive. So keep the arch at the back. Actively think like tiger. Push the foot into the hand. Keep the chest open, but try not to open up the hip too much. So keep it more square. And then reach in the opposite direction with the other hand. Reach, 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 reach. Kick, 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 kick. Underneath leg can be bent, or we can try and keep it straight. You're more than welcome to use a wall. Have the hand up the wall. Lift the chest up towards the hand and kick. And then we'll hold this one for 3 breaths. Again, I'm not going to teach it, but if any of you are able to flip your grip, you are more than welcome, or carefully use a strap. I know myself, I can flip it on one side, not always on the other side, so we'll see. But again, I'm not going to teach it today, but if you are more than welcome and able, please do so. And here we go, 3 breaths. There we go. Slowly exhale. Find the other side. For me, I'm not going to do the flip grip on this one. It's a little bit weaker on this side, so I'm going to take my time. Here we go. Find the arch of the foot. Maybe the crease of the ankle, inside, outside, or maybe use a wall. A wall is a really good option. Again, slide the hand up. Nice square hips. Lift your chest up towards the wall. Here we go. 3 breaths. Working your way in, kicking equally with the foot, reaching with the underneath. Extended hand, hold it there. One more breath. How much can you kick? How much can you lift the chest? With control, slowly bring it back. Hands, heart, center. Let's inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, again, chin to chest. Roll down, so the vertebra will slowly flex. So take your time. Ooh. Go a little bit slower than normal. All the way down, all the way down. Once you get there, deepen the knee bend. Malasana. One more breath. Exhale. So just one seated posture today. So working our way into bridge, or of course you can do wheel over Dhanurasana. So let's find our way, arms to the floor, pelvis to the floor, prepare ourselves in, guide ourselves down. Get the heels nice and tight towards the bum. Option to grab the heels so you can really lift the hips up as high and get those shoulder blades together, or plant the hands firmly down. Imagine there's a block you're more than welcome to use. Squeeze the thighs towards each other, but not so much that they close in. But we don't want them to splay out too much. So keep the tension there. Here we go. 4 rounds. Starting with bridge. Exhale, tuck the tailbone slightly. Drive the hips up, pushing into the heels, the balls of the feet. Lift yourself up. Stay here. Already you can interlace the fingers, wiggle the shoulder blades, lift the hips. Let's hold it here for a breath. Exhale, and then slowly come all the way down. Second round, we'll hold a bit longer. Breathe in. Exhale, lift the hips, really use the glutes, work against gravity. Again, arms down, interlace the fingers, or maybe you have the heels version. Really get yourself up onto the shoulders, drive the hips. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath. With control, slowly release all the way down. 2 more rounds. Here we go. If wheel is in your practice, you're more than welcome to go into wheel. I'm going to do 1 more bridge and then wheel on the last. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift yourself up. Again, any option. Really stretch the front of the hips and the quads, ankles, hands on the floor. Interlace. If you're in wheel, fingertips nice and close towards your shoulders. Really lift the bum and drive your sternum to the back of the mat. Deep breath in. And then nice and slow. All the way back down. We've got 1 more round. Stay with me. Again, you're more than welcome to go into wheel. Stay in bridge. For wheel, traditionally elbows are wrapped nice and tight. I like a slightly wider version to get me up, and then I wrap them in. So I'm going to keep my fingers nice and close towards my shoulders, but turn them out slightly to allow my elbows to go a little bit wider so I can focus on the drive of the chest. And then we'll try and wrap them in. Here we go. Take a breath in. Lifting up into your bridge. Push yourself up onto the head. Take another breath in. Now drive your sternum forward, straighten in the arms. Again, try not to let the legs splay out too much, so squeeze them in, hold here. Big breaths, don't forget to breathe. Squeeze the bum. Once more. Nice and slow as you exhale, particularly from wheel. Guide yourself down, tuck the chin in, guide the shoulders down. Lower the hips. Woo. Let's windscreen wipe the legs. Oh, that's a nice big opening on the quads. Drop them side to side. Let's start to guide it down. Guide the knees to one side, left or right. Sweep yourself through to a fetal position and then all the way around. And then we'll take a nice tight version of Dandasana, Paschimottanasana. Forward folds. So maybe start in Dandasana. You're more than welcome to go straight in, but a nice little bound version. So let's pull the knees in. Wrap the hands around the hamstrings. Really compress the belly on top of your thighs. And then let's start really slow. Round the back. And relax. Slow breaths. So we've done a lot of spinal extension today. Again, it's not my forte. I personally really struggle with back bends. A lot of the time, again, fear, also weaknesses in strength as well as flexibility, but I've really learned to enjoy them recently for this last year or so. So make sure the body is prepared, warm, stable, happy, and enjoy the back bending journey. Open up that heart. And now let's get the reward, the more grounding earth as anatomical opposite forward fold. Just soften completely. If you want to extend the legs a little bit further to keep the bind, you're more than welcome. You'll probably want to straighten completely with the arms wrapped around. I just really like this extra compression. And again, soften. Nice calm breaths. If you want to release the bind and take a more passive forward fold, forward Paschimottanasana, you are more than welcome, either cupping the feet or just let them rest down the sides of the legs. Few more breaths. Exhale. Nice and slowly guide yourself up to the top of your Dandasana. And then once again, let's draw ourselves back to the ground. We'll take a gentle twist before Shavasana. So guide yourself back down. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Guide them over towards the right hand side first. And just relax. So it doesn't matter how deep you go, just soften completely. I always enjoy a gentle twist after a back bending practice. Just helps to neutralize all of the energy within the spine. Exhale. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull the knees back into your chest and then guide them over slowly, carefully to the other side. And again, nice and soft. Not maximum range or trying to squeeze down completely, just let gravity completely do the work. So our bodies are nice and warm. Just let them now rest. Nice and slowly. Pull the knees back into the belly. And then let's take Shavasana. Legs outstretched. Or if you'd like to join me in Supta Baddha Konasana, so adding in a brief element of water with gentle open hips, you're more than welcome. Or let the legs outstretch. Grab any layers, blankets, jumpers. Settle in. Close the eyes. Shavasana. Calm, slow breath. Let yourself sink into the floor. Noticing the areas in contact. Noticing the top side, anterior side of the body, exposed to the sky, the air around you. Let your body go. Let it rest. You are more than welcome to stay here. There's no rush. Stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Or to end with me. Start to wriggle the fingers, wriggle the toes. And again, maybe take a nice yawn. And then nice and slow, take a full body stretch, reach the arms above the head, join the legs together, point the feet, squeeze the bum and the belly, and let go. Fall over to one side, left or right, take a moment in a fetal position. And then when you're ready, guide yourself up to a comfortable seat. Closing the eyes, still. Gently letting them open. Again, staying in Shavasana if you'd like. Any comfortable seat. Half lotus, full lotus. Legs out in front, sitting on the heels. Grounding the sitting bones. Finding a nice tall vertical spine. Hands to the heart center, slightly tucking the chin. Take this time, as always, to give yourself some gratitude, self-love, particularly today. Air practices, back bends, heart opening. Let yourself feel the vulnerability that may come. Welcome it, surrender to it, and it will no longer harm you. Let your spirit soar with a smile. Take one last breath in. And exhale out. Give thanks to yourself, your body, your minds, your breath, and always your mat. If the eyes are still closed, you can open. And thank you very much, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Again, it's a very new experience for me, YouTube. But again, I welcome the feedback. I thank you very much for joining, and I hope you have a lovely day. Take your time, rest, do what you need to do, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.